Looking at the most mana expensive MTG tutors. Are they worth it? They got to be 6 mana or higher. We're going to start off with Reshape the Earth, and it's going to reshape it in a big way. 9 mana sorcery. Search your library for up to 10 land cards. Put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Look, if Primeval Titan can get banned for looking for 2 land cards, I don't know how Reshape the Earth isn't reshaping the entire game into an absolute disaster. I mean, isn't this like a one-shot kill, probably with like Valakut and a bunch of mountains? Isn't that it? Is that just it's just GG? I think that's a lot. And also, what you can get Valakut. I don't know if this would trigger in time. I'd love to copy Valakut at the same time, man. All right, so we've got. I think this card's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, that 9 mana, it could do 20, and I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind either. The ghost of Thomas Jenkins. But how about all of you? Let's take your suggestions. We'll start with Evan over here with the Diabolic Revelation. What kind of revelation are we having over here? 5 mana for an X. 6. It's okay. Does the X matter? Search your library for up to X cards and put those cards into your hand, then shuffle your library. You know, this little cheeky suggestion here. But okay, I'll count it. I'll count it because the X has to be 1. If X is 0, then the card is worthless. And you put them into your hand. This sounds is it terrible? Maybe it's good. Okay, so at 6 mana, 1 card. 7 mana, you get 2 cards. 8 mana, you get 3 cards. Nah, I think this is... I guess if you have an unlimited amount of mana, this is where it scales big time. Maybe I'm not thinking about this card right. This is for the person who has, like, reached infinite mana, so they can basically draw their entire deck. So maybe it's more of a combo piece card. I'll say it's got potential, all right? Okay, do you know what? I take it back. The Diabolic Revelation has potential. And Black, they love their rituals. They love mana. They're like just oozing mana all over the place. They got to clean up after themselves. Our first super chat from Rated Lex. Thank you so much for your super chat. Tooth and Nail. If it was entwined. So we have a 7 mana sorcery. Choose 1. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards. Reveal them. Put them into your hand. I mean, that's tutor by itself. Not bad. And then we have put up to 2 creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. That's that can be dangerous, but it does cost you some. It does cost you 9 mana. So back in the day, this was a pretty big thing. These days, I think this is just really expensive. I don't think it's worth the mana. I would say it's fine. I would say it's fair. It's fair for its mana cost. You get what you're paying for. You're literally at 9 mana. You're basically paying for 2 creatures. Yeah. No. Well, there's no need to entwine, but you can entwine. I think you get what you pay for with this card. Next up, let's get Christopher B's Nesting Worm. Nestling away over here. 6 mana for a 4/3 Worm Trample. When Nesting Worm comes into play, you may search your library for up to 3 Nesting Worm cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand. If you do shuffle your library, this is terrible. I think this is too expensive. Like, I don't know. I guess it's fine for getting cards to put into your hand that maybe discard later, like to some sort of windfall or something. I don't know. To reanimate later. It's just really clunky. The only advantage is you're going to replace. You basically put 3 cards in your hand. It's the clunkiest nonsense you could possibly put in your hand in the first place. Not very high on the Nesting Worm here. Next up, we got Meme Brulee. How about it? Sphinx Ambassador. I play some tricks on your rival. Very posh ambassador. So we've got for 7 mana, a 5/5 Sphinx flyer. When it deals combat damage to a player, search that player's library for a card. And that player names a card. What? If you search for a creature card that isn't the named card, you may put it onto the battlefield under your control. Oh, interesting. Then that player shuffles their hand. So I guess the $1 million question is, what did I go get? Is it A? Actually, I don't know what's in some opposing player's deck. I can think of commanders, but I don't know. Do people even play creatures in Commander anymore? At least in CEDH? Creature is overrated. Oh, Thassa's Oracle. Maybe I stole somebody's Thassa's Oracle. Okay, next up. Let's take. Oh, is this any good? It's probably okay. It's basically tutors. It's a bribery every turn. You just go get the third best card in your deck. They'll always. It's too dangerous for them not to guess the best or second best card, but they'll never guess the third best card. Felipe, Planar Portal. 6 max, 2x tutor. 6 mana artifact, pay another 6, search your library for a card and put that card in your hand, then shuffle. I have a feeling this is awful. What's this? This is just too much mana. Like, you wasted your turn to play this. You probably wasted another turn to tutor for the card. You don't have any mana left to, play the card. I think, basically, you know what this card says? Tutor for any card in your library and lose 2 turns. I don't like to lose 2 turns. Does anybody? No, that's why we don't play that. Ugh, I can't remember that blue card. Enters the battlefield, lose 2 turns. No one plays that card. David, with Clarion Ultimatum. And you still have to pay to play the card later. Exactly. Okay, a Clarion Ultimatum, 7 mana. In the Bant colors, sorcery, choose 5 permanents you control. For each of those permanents, you may search your library for a card with the same name as that permanent. Put those cards into play, tap, then shuffle your library. Commander players looking at this card. It must be worthless. If it wasn't for what it does, it'd probably be very expensive. But it's not even remotely commander playable. I mean, you can get a basic land. Oh, hold on. It didn't say it had to be different permanent types, right? It didn't have to be different permanent types. We could select 5 basic lands. Yeah, they just all have to be basic lands. For each of those permanents, you may search your library for a card with the same name. Okay, so like forest, plains, island. Completely useless. You always forget about persistent petitioners type cards. Probably. Okay, next, let's take a look at Tresarus. Okay, so this card, generally speaking, I like this card. It's just not very good in Commander, that's all. Okay, where are we? We got Tresaru, Rune, Scarred Demon. Scarred at birth. Found out they was born a demon. Born for evil. 7 mana for a 6/6 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card and put it in your hand. I really have no complaints. It's just a very underwhelming card by itself, but it's okay. It's like 7 mana when it enters the battlefield, draw a card, but it's any card that you want. Then that's good value. Toilet Ducks, Titania's Command. 6 mana sorcery. Choose 2. So it really is a command. So exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 life for each card exiled this way. Or you can search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It's too bad this wasn't an instant effect. This would be really good. Create 2 green bear creature tokens, or put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Put 2 count. You know what? I like everything except the bear counters, to be honest. I like the card. I like everything except the bear. The bear sucks. I mean, I guess it's fine if you like have nothing else to do, but the bears are not very good. It's the worst part of this entire card. We got Folk. Hoarding Broodlord. We're hoarding too much around here. Okay, it is 8 mana for a 7/6 dragon. Convoke, flying. Oh, so it may not even be that expensive when you have Convoke. When Hoarding Broodlord enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it. Spells you cast from exile have Convoke. I think this is great. Play it in a token deck. You probably only play it for 4 mana. It's a good price. It's a very good price. This is the type of card that goes on discount when there's enough demand for it. John with the super chat. Ugin Eye of Storms. I didn't know that was a tutor. 7 mana, 7 loyalty. When you cast the spell, exile up to 1 target permanent. That's 1 or more colors. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 target permanent. That's 1 or more colors. I find all these abilities at danger. +2, you gain 3 life, draw a card. 0, add 3 colorless. -11. Oh yeah, search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards. Exile them, then shuffle. Until end of turn, you can cast those cards without paying their mana cost. Sees probably a lot of commander play. Sees a ton of. I would say not a ton. It sees modern play. This is a competitive card. It's an adults card. See CDH play. I don't doubt it. It's I can almost cast this card in my Merfolk deck for 7 mana. Okay, next. Let's look at the Lord Trevor with Mind's Desire. Oh, this is this a tutor? 6 mana, shuffle your library until it's just until the turn you may play. It's not a tutor. You just reveal cards. It's big card advantage though. Big card advantage. Big at danger. Not tutor. Not tutoring enough for here. Nedim says, "Evening, Nikachu. I want to get in on technicality. Beseech the Queen." You can absolutely. Technicalities are all about this show. I love technicalities. So it could be 3, but it could also be 6. Search your library for a card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control. Reveal it and put into your hand. So you actually want more lands. The more lands you got, the bigger the card you can go get. This is not that much different from Demonic Tutor. I think this is underwhelming. Paying 6 mana for a tutor, I don't like it. Not in love. Technicality, it's not even a technicality. It's 6 CMC via the rules. And probably Scryfall. And that counts more than anything. We got Super Chats. Maddie Matson with Protein Hulk. Oh, God. Super fair card. Never breaks games. Wait, what are you talking about? Protein Hulk, they're booing you. Why are they booing you? I heard you're a super fair card. 7 mana for a 6/6 beast. When it dies, search your library for any number of creature cards with total mana value 6 or less. Put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Now, to be fair, to be totally fair, this card's not banned anywhere. This is the classic, what's more dangerous, the gun or the bullet? And apparently, the bullet is harmless. Or actually, I don't know, between the card Flash and Protein Hulk, which one's the bullet, which one's the gun? I would assume Protein Hulk's the bullet. Yeah, and then, so, you know, it's like, bullets don't kill people, guns shooting bullets kill people. Okay, next up we've got Bryce, Behold the Beyond. We got a 7 mana sorcery. Discard your hand. Well, I have to go back to Protein Hulk is. I mean, I should really say it danger. You know, probably there should be a danger warning on Protein Hulk, but honestly, doesn't do anything. I don't know if many people play this card unless they were really comboing off with Flash. But I mean, it's fine. It's good. It tutors directly into play. I have no complaints. Rated Lex, Nikachu, you sound like one of us Americans talking about guns like that. I don't even know if I made a great analogy there. Americans and their gun analogies. Okay, 7 mana sorcery. Discard your hand. Search your library for 3 cards and put those cards into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Search your library for 3 cards. It's a lot of cards. See, remember, the last few tutors we looked at, it was like 6 mana, put 1 in hand. This is 7 mana, put 3. That could set up a giant combo turn. Okay, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Next up, Little MX Doom with Conduit of Ruin. You're gonna ruin something. We've got Conduit of Ruin, a 6 mana 5/5 Eldrazi. When you cast Conduit of Ruin, you may search your library for a colorless creature card. With converted mana cost 7 or greater, reveal it and then shuffle your library and put the card on top. So this is like a Eldrazi tutor. Vampiric Eldrazi Tutor. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. So the next card we go get isn't even going to be that expensive. Because we go to 7 mana, we're going to get a discount down to 5 mana. I like it. Actually, I really like it. I mean, I think Eldrazi's are sick. Like, it's not that bad at 6 mana. You gotta look in the world of Eldrazi with Eye of Ugin, Eldrazi Temple. They're gonna have tons of mana. You might as well consider this a 3 mana card in Eldrazi world. I mean, it's meaningless. So I think the card is fantastic. Next. Big super chat from Desdemon. Thank you so much for an enormous super chat. Been close to a year since I've caught a stream live. So glad to finally catch one right after my workday ended. Wishing you and Nika Bro the best. One of my favorite combos is the Disciples of Gix. Disciples. I'm thinking of changing the time. I keep saying that. I don't change it at anything. The time of the stream. Disciples of Gix is a 6 mana 4/4 Phyrexian human. Only one. There's 3 people there. I guess they're all human. When Disciples of Gix enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 3 artifact cards. Put them into your graveyard, then shuffle. Interesting. What do you go get with this card? Is there like some banger? There's a lot of unearthed cards, I believe, within artifacts. So that's all card advantage. They all have to be artifact cards, though. I don't know the optimal thing to do with this, but I think it's good value. I think for 6 mana, you're getting a lot. Also, imagine if you blink this card. It's like drawing it. This is Ancestral Recall, for crying out loud. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Lewis, Primeval Titan. We just, you want to get this thing on the show. All right, we have Primeval Titan. Get 2 lands in play. It's amazing. Yeah, no one chose Primeval Titan yet. Did we do this one? Emergent Ultimatum? Did I just forget to take your... Oh, no, we didn't do this one. All right. Gotta give you that super chat sound effect. 7 mana, sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 monocolored cards with different names and exile them. An opponent chooses one of them. Shuffle that card into your library. You may cast the other cards without paying their mana cost. Exile Emergent Ultimatum. I imagine this card is sick. This is great. Just get 3 unstoppable threats and, like, okay, pick your poison. You lose no matter which one you take away. Algot with Pan Glacial. No, Pan Glacial Worm is a tutor target, right? While you're searching a library, you may play Pan Glacial Worm. It doesn't tutor anything. So basically, the fetch land is the tutor. If you want to say anything tutored at all. Next up, we got Laika with Dragonstorm. Is this oh wait a minute, yeah, Dragonstorm's tutors for dragons, right? We got 9 mana sorcery. Search your library for a dragon permanent card. It puts onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Also an excellent card. Ritual, something, combo off. You'll have millions of dragons to go get. But I think what's the average number of dragons people get off with Dragonstorm? Like in a fair deck, like you're not actually trying to combo off 4, 5, 6. That's got to be good value for. That's like basically it's like 1.5 mana a dragon. You can't go wrong there. All right, that's good value. It tutors for itself while you tutor for anything else. Oh, you're talking about Panglacial Worm? While you're searching a library, you may play Panglacial Worm from your library. I'm not counting this thing. I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, next, Anna with Razakath, the Foul-Blooded. Okay, 8 mana for an 8/8 demon. Flying Trample. Pay 2 life, sack another creature. Search your library for a card. Put that card into your hand, then shuffle. You have to just sack another creature. This is ginormous. And I don't want to say that this ability is too bad. You're not paying that much life, but you're taking away from the board, and we are already very late in the game. But you put the card directly in your hand. You have a lot of mana. Oh, do you know what? That's a good way of looking at this. We're paying 2 life, removing a creature, but we're going to replace it with like something much bigger. I think this has to be good. It must be. Okay, Steve Cooper, Bringer of the Black Dawn, and a dono for chat. Is this the one that like tutors out the other bringers? Okay, you may pay Wooburg rather than pay the mana cost, which is good. It's good stuff. Trample, at the beginning of your upkeep, you can pay 2 life. If you do, search your library for a card, then shuffle your library and put that card on top. Oh god, that's insane! Vampiric Tutor every single turn? For the low cost of 2 life? This card's underrated. This card's very underrated. Why don't people play this thing? It's I guess the problem is, does a Wooburg deck want to play this? Doesn't look that bad, though. I like it. Integer Devour, you're getting a super chat. Congratulations. Shadowborn Apostle. Does this tutor? I thought this is like, you can start the game. Oh, it tutors for the demon, yeah. Black 1/1. A deck can have any number of cards named Shadowborn Apostle. Pay a black. Sacrifice 6 creatures named Shadowborn Apostle. Search your library for a demon creature card. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I have a feeling this is like... Is this actually any good, or is this just for the memes? Holy crap. Oh, the secret layers are super expensive. People love for any of the Shadowborn Apostle players. If you want some variety in your deck, because you're going to play with like 50 of these cards. Ooh, we have a waifu Shadowborn Apostle. Waifu Shadowborn Apostle. We've got... Can't tell if this is a cat or a dog or some other creature. Oh, a Wookiee! It could be a Wookiee from Star Wars. Shadowborn Apostle. We got many Shadowborn Apostles. We have some Shadowborn Apostles that are dead. They're completely dead already. I'm not a fan of this card. I've never seen it really in action. I'm not really a fan of this card, though. Using the secret layer versions to flex, you have money. Oh, yeah. And how much? Look, this one's $150. Sorry, $190. If you have 50 of the, or even like 60 of these in your deck, it's the weirdest flex. The weirdest of flexes. You have to keep the receipt on you just in case the Shadowborn Apostle goes down in value. We got just a random mage. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is disqualified. Why did I even look at this thing? You have to sacrifice 6 creatures, but this is 1 mana. Sorry, yeah. Oh, you need 6 of them to work. Yeah, that's a real nice joke. Yeah, I mean, it sort of makes sense. You do have to pay 6 mana. Well, what did I say? Most mana expensive MTG cards, 6 CMC. No, I specifically said CMC. So it's missing by 5. Okay, let's look at just random mages. Dichotomancy? The hell? Dichotomancy? 9 mana, sorcery. For each tap non-land permanent target opponent controls, search that player's library for a card with the same name as that permanent and put it into play under your control. Then that player shuffles their library for each non-land permanent. Oh man, this is not that bad. For each no, it is bad. For each tapped non-land permanent target opponent controls. No, this is really bad. I'm just bordering on terrible. I mean, first off, it'll be useless in Commander, right? Search your library for the same name as that permanent, so you'll never be able to get the same thing, or very rarely get the same thing twice. They could have cloned something, I suppose. But the even bigger problem is they have to be tapped, and if people see this coming on suspend, like, it just doesn't even matter. They're just going to make sure that everything's untapped by the time this thing resolves. Little MX Doom with another lovely super chat with a Hoarding Broodlord. Did we do this one? You didn't get sniped. I could have swore you were there. All right, Bell, we're going to give you the super chats because you love super chats. Grozoth. Let's Grozoth it up. We have for 9 mana, a 9/9 Leviathan. It's got 9 mana. It has Defender. No, I don't like it.
No, God,
when it comes into play, you may search your library for any number of cards that have converted mana cost 9, reveal them, and put them into your hand. If you do shuffle your library, pay 4 mana, it loses Defender at end of turn. You know, at the very least, they could have just let us attack with this thing in the first place. Oh boy, wait. You also suggested Grozoth? A lot of people are suggesting Grozoth. You're huge Grozoth fans. Does anyone make a Leviathan deck out there? It's probably just full of the most crappiest creatures of all time. It's part of the lore that a Leviathan in Magic the Gathering has to be stone cold unplayable. Okay, next up, let's look at Hanaria's Conflux. You specifically have to get 9 mana of cards? This is one greedy card. I mean, you might as well just say it's like a tutor for 9 mana for some weird arbitrary number of cards. Attacking with it is useless. You're going to tap out to play all your other cards in the next few turns. 8 mana, Conflux, Sorcery. Search your library for a white card, a blue card, black, red, and green card. Reveal those cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. This is probably the ultimate top deck in the late portion of the game when you have no cards in hand. You're going to take a turn off. You could die next turn, but you know what? I think that's a gamble we're all willing to take here. This is the ultimate late game card. I'll tell you what you can also do with this card. Hold up, chat. It's all 5 colors. You can pitch it to Force of Will, to Subtlety, to Endurance, to Grief, to Solitude. So it's got that edge to it as well. Next, let's take a look at who doesn't have a card yet. A Hollow, Razaketh. The foul. Oh, I think we did Razaketh. I don't think there's going to be there might be a problem with number of cards in this show. Alan with Wild Pear goes nuts in my wall deck. You have a wall deck? Do you ever attack with your walls, Alan? Or do people die because they're bored to death? Okay, Wild Pear is a 6 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, you can search your library for a creature card with the same total power and toughness and put it onto the battlefield. If you do shuffle your library, I'll play a 0/4. I'll go get myself another 0/4. They'll add mana or draw a card upon entering the battlefield. Shit. What do I have to say about this thing? It looks hard. Okay, it sounds sick in the wall deck. It looks really hard to play with. It actually looks super hard to play with. It probably works better than I think it does. Probably. Oh, you heard the music! It's music to my ears because that's when I get to thank my sponsors like FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to buy my Magic the Gathering cards. Deal of the week, 20% off all binders and portfolios. Is that true? No, it's not true. It's 15% off all sleeves. Binders was last week, sleeves is this week. Look, we go through sleeves all the time. You need new sleeves. You also need to pre-order cards from Edge of Eternities. They got some big they got big spaceships in the Edge of Eternities. Also Final Fantasy cards. And you can also get all your incredibly expensive tutors that you can see on this show at Fusion Gaming. And I'll tell you why you want to do that, because you can use my coupon code Nikachu to get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel, of course. Thanks to everyone who buys at FusionGamingOnline.com. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online, play any deck, any format. That's right, even Commander. Arena doesn't have Commander. It's 2025. What's wrong with them? But you can play Commander either one-on-one, 4-way, casual, or CEDH on Magic Online. Have access to every single deck possible when you're renting with Mana Traders. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or get 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_OWS. And back to super mana chunky cards. The big chonkers. Okay, who? Shinobi 333, enduring Ideal. Is this a epic card? It is an epic card. 7 mana. Oh yeah, switch your library for an enchantment card and put it into play, then shuffle your library. But it's got epic, which makes it epic. Yeah, for the rest of the game, you can't play spells, and at the beginning of each of your upkeeps, copy the spell except this ability. So for the rest of the game, you're putting enchantments in play, and they better be good. I have to admit, I have lost to this card more than once in my life, but it's still very, very expensive. You probably need to wait at least like 3 turns until you've mustered up an actual advantage, and I think in that time the entire board can come and kill you anyway. I think the cost of not being able to play cards for the rest of the game is just too big of a downside. It's not bad. It's maybe one day when enchantments get stronger, it will be way more playable. Alan says it's not because it's total. Oh, it's total. So if I play a 0/4, I can get any combination of those numbers. Plus it's Arcades, so I get to draw whenever a wall enters the battlefield. That counts this ability. In response to the wild pair. If you cast it from your hand, you may switch your library for a creature with the same total power and toughness. Okay. I thought it was like individually counting the oh, but that's why they say total. And they would have otherwise they would have said the same power and toughness. Gotcha. Just I was like, this is the definition of jank. I don't think it's that janky. I'm not that thrilled about it. I just know from playing against it, it's not that dangerous. It could be worse. Kano, central elevator. Technically, we got a bunch of these it is technically. All right, we got a split card, splitting things up. Let's get a wider shot of this thing. Central elevator for 4 mana. It's a room. When you unlock this door, search your library for a room card that doesn't have the same name as a room you control. Reveal it, put in your hand, and shuffle. I would say this card has to suck. Rooms suck. Rooms didn't age well at all. I think there's like one playable room card. It sees play in Pioneer in like the black decks. But that's it. And then we have Promising Stairs. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. You win the game if there are 8 or more different names among unlocked doors of rooms you control. This is Maze's End all over again. This is just a modern day Maze's End card. In fact, it's worse because like, you have to cast the damn rooms. No, well, the whole card counts. So, I mean, if you look, I'm pretty sure this is how it shows up in Scryfall. If you look up some card that's CMC or more. Okay, next, let's take... There is no room in this game for Nikachu. What? Oh, yeah, that's... Wait, yeah, that's funny. You're being funny here, True North, eh? No, I can't play with any rooms. They're really bad. They're really bad. It's sad. They had a lot of... Well, some broke through, but they're not that great overall. Maybe we'll see more rooms in like 5 years. If we go back to Duskmorn, I suppose. Have to keep going back to those sets that we've been to before. Okay, Realm Seekers from Dinglebag. Realm Seekers is a 6-mana 0/0 Elf Scout. Enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. That's enormous. Let's get this. I think you get this out on turn 6. Or sorry, you won't be in turn 6. It'll be like turn 4 or 5. Yeah, you probably could have a 20/20 creature. Not unrealistic. 3 mana, remove a +1/+1 counter from Realm Seeker, search your library for a land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. You can do that in instant speed. You know what? I want to say I like this card. I think it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's busted or anything. It's a pretty mana intensive, but it's like, how do I put it? It's effectively like a 4 mana. If you're playing green, you're gonna have ramp, so it's like a 4 mana giant creature that can search your library for any land card. Didn't say basic land. It said search your library for a land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, which you'll put it directly on the battlefield anyway. And you can do that. You can do this at instant speed, by the way. End of turn, pay 3 mana twice, remove some counters. Jack has some comments about rooms. I feel like rooms would work in a D&D set with each room being a different area in a dungeon. Ooh, you're right. You need to work for Wizards of the Coast, Jack. That's what you need to do. You need to start submitting some resumes. Oh boy. Verdant Mastery. I played in my Eladamri deck to turn on Forest Walk. This is a 6 mana sorcery. You can pay 4 though, instead of paying the full mana cost. Search your library up to for 4 basic land cards, reveal them. Put them onto the battlefield tapped under an opponent's control? If the 4 mana cost was paid, so it's like a group hug card. Put two of them onto the battlefield under your control and the rest into your hand, then shuffle. Oh, I see. Okay, so for 4 mana, I ramp someone else? Search the library for up to 4 basic land cards, reveal them. Put one of them onto the battlefield tap. Oh, no, sorry, one of them. Put 2 of them onto the battlefield tapped under your control. Hold on, hold on. Is this 4 mana, put 3 land? What does this card do? I can search my library for up to 4 basic land cards. So I get 4. Put one of them onto the battlefield tapped under, and I give 1. It sounds like a pretty good deal. 4 mana, get 3 lands, give someone else 1. Big deal. It's inverse kicker, something. I don't know. Yeah, 4 mana, 3 lands. I don't understand the downside. I think this is awesome. Maybe the problem is that 4 mana I have better things to do at this point. The time to ramp was turns 1 to 2. It's unkicker. Everything is kicker or unkicker in this game. All right, next. Raptor with wings. Sarkhan Dragon Soul can tutor, but probably won't. Okay, -9. Search your library for any number of dragon cards and put them onto the battlefield. Then shuffle your library. Deal. How easy is it to get there? It's not that bad. Deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponents control. The +2 is not that bad. You go from 5 to 7 to 9, and you go minus. So it's a classic 3-turn ultimate. You just gotta save Sarkhan with your entire life. Hans Vader, It That Betrays is a tutor. If an opponent sacrifices a fetch land, so you get that land and can search your library with it. What? What kind of weird logic is that? 12 mana, 11/11 Annihilator. When an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Not guaranteed. Yeah, this is like one of those. It's a tutor if I squint hard enough. Am I squinting hard enough around here? Okay, I guess we're up to no 2 cards yet, but Tirot wants a card. Rat Catcher. So instead of catching curses, we're catching rats. 6 mana, 4/4 with Fear. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library for a rat card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. This is terrible. No, God, please. It's awful. Search your library. Well, what's the best rat you can get? Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be Morophon or something. I keep forgetting about that. It's probably Morophon. I walked right into that, didn't I? Okay, so maybe it's better than I think. It's basically it's a 4/4 sort of difficult to block fear creature. I'm not in love with this. I'm just not in love. Maybe I have no love for the rats. Marcio, Tamio's Journal. I thought that's cheap. 5 mana, disqualified. Get it out of here. Gotta be 6 mana. Not expensive enough. Not for this show. Okay, we got Christopher B with Pale Recluse. Getting real pale around here. 6 mana for a 4/5 spider. Oh, I thought the tower was the creature. This is the creature. That's a giant spider. That's got to be creepy. Reach. Forest cycling for 2 mana. It's a little too poopy. Forest cycling. I don't mind the forest cycling, but it's got to be for 1 mana. That's the going rate for something like that these days. Banovsky. Fire Mines Foresight. What is this? Niv Mizzet's future? Niv Mizzet has become a fortune teller. 7 mana instant. Search your library for an instant card with converted mana cost 3. Reveal it, put it to your hand. Then repeat the process for instant cards with converted mana cost 2 and 1. Okay, this is easy slam dunk great card. Just because it's instant speed. So you don't, as is the case with the blue decks, you want to hold up your mana. So if no one's doing anything, this is a 3. It's a 3 for 0. You just cost yourself 7 mana. But for a blue deck, they always waste their mana until up until the next turn. Jess is like, Nikachu makes the rules. Follow them. Don't be noobs. Coming from a guy that's messed up 5 times. You've got experience, Jess. How about 8 Hollows, Phantom Carriage? So did we like front load the show with all the good cards? 6 mana 4/4 flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you can search your library for a card with flashback or disturb. Oh, but you get to put it in the graveyard, then shuffle. Somehow I like it when it goes to the graveyard more than it goes to your hand. Because if it goes to your hand, they can make you discard your hand. Your hand is vulnerable. There are problems. There's always problems. But when we're feeding the graveyard, it's not nearly as bad. And there's a lot of great flashback cards. I would say this is still too expensive. But it's actually, you know what I'm going to say? It's even more. It's really expensive. Oh, and it's blue. Okay, I take it back. Too expensive for blue at sorcery speed. Pale Recluse also has plane cycling. Oh, it has 2 cyclings. It's, you know what? That doesn't really mean much for me. Because you know what you can do for 2 mana? Go get a Temple Garden. Go get a Savannah. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It didn't say basic land. Search your library for a forest or a plains card. So you just need 1. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't think it changes much. Poxy's also asking, does Panglacial Worm count? No. No, it does not. True North is like, I always see these mechanics that I've never seen on the show. What the heck is Disturb? Disturb is like flashback, basically. It's just another flashback in a weird way. Alan with Death Bellow Warcry. 6 mana sorcery. Search your library for up to 4 Minotaur cards with different names. Put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Unfortunately, there are like no good. There's like no good Minotaur cards. What are you going to put on the battlefield? Oh, I know. It's going to be more changelings. But the changelings need to copy something. Effectively. Trissar is like, everything is kicker. And if it isn't, it's flashback. Flashback is just kicker, isn't it? It's just delayed. It's just delayed kicker. It's slow kicker. If you pay the kicker cost, you get this extra ability. Hans Veda. Invert / invent. There's a tutor that's seeing play in the VV Brawl deck. Okay. I hear ya. What are we going to invent for 1 mana? Switch the power and toughness of each of up to 2 target creatures. That's a great ability. So if you got a 0 power creature, if there's a 0 power creature, it kills it. It kills it instantaneously. It's a really neat... Let me show you a magic trick. Invent for 6 mana. Search your library for an instant card and or sorcery card. Reveal... Oh, so we can get 2. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. I would say the second side sucks. But maybe playable because of the first card. Or the invert side. Unfortunately, you don't get anything else out of it. It's very narrow. Very super narrow. The invert side is like outrageously narrow. Everything is kicker or horsemanship. I like that. Jack's like, have we done Tiamat yet? No, we didn't. We can do it now. So this is what? 7 mana for a 7/7 Dragon God flying. When Tiamat enters the battlefield, if you cast it, search your library for up to 5 dragon cards not named Tiamat that have different names. Reveal them and put into your hand. Didn't we have like a card that was putting the dragons onto the battlefield? Isn't that just better? Like, this is okay. This is almost like Niv Mizzet. This is like a more expensive Niv Mizzet now that I think about it. The 5-color Niv Mizzet that puts a bunch of cards in your hand based on the 2-color card types can search for itself. Not in Commander. You're gonna show up with a second copy of Tiamat in your deck. You want to risk cheating like that? I will say this card's okay. We're gonna give it the okay signal. Not very strong here. Sarkhan can't be your commander though. Oh, I see. So if this can be your commander, you can continuously get dragons over and over again. Oh, so it just has like the most unbelievable ETB. Just constantly churning dragons out of your deck. Okay, I can get behind. Okay, I can get behind that. Yeah, I totally forgot about the commander thing. Kano wants a second card. Gil Guide Light Pathmaker. It's like a new card, but it's not. 6 mana for a 6/5 vehicle. Vigilance. When the vehicle enters, you may search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put onto the battlefield if its mana cost is 2 or less. Otherwise, you got to put it into your hand. So it's like if it's cheap enough, you can squeeze through the door over here. But I hate it. I just hate it. 6 mana. It's a 6 mana clunky vehicle. It's got this weird ability. I guess you can go get an artifact creature that can crew this immediately. That's the idea. The Soul Ring do we need Soul Ring at this point? I suppose so. Didn't we just did Fireman's Foresight? Didn't we do that like 4 seconds ago? It's right there, old boy. It's right there. I'm so sorry. It wasn't literally 4 seconds, by the way. Let's get Alan's Liliana's Influence. What, does she have a YouTube channel all of a sudden? Can't spell Liliana's Influence today. 6 mana sorcery. Put a -1/-1 counter on each creature you don't control. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Liliana, Death Wielder. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it on each creature you don't control. What's Liliana Death Wielder? It's all going to come down to this card. If this card sucks, everything sucks. Oh, 7 mana for a 5 loyalty, +2. Put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. -3. Destroy target creature with a -1/-1 counter on. Oh, this card's... It's terrible. It's so bad. This card is no good. She vlogs? Possibly. Do you know what? I could totally see Liliana doing like do it yourself videos. This is how we make a graveyard. This is how we properly bury a body. This is how we bring the dead back. Of course it's terrible. It came from the Amonkhet Planeswalker deck. I don't doubt it. I declare Liliana as a blogger. Nah, she's probably not. I don't see her as a blogger. You know who probably blogs? Tamio. Tamio's probably a blogger. Maybe we should have a show like that. Kind of social media does each character in Magic the Gathering? You know, what kind of social media do they get involved with? Who do you think is on Reddit more than anyone else? Okay, Ghostly Play wants to get in on the action here. Burning Rune Demon. I just joined. I don't know if that was named already. I want to say it has, but I'm not sure. You know what? I'll give it 50-50. You don't lose anything for trying. Oh, guess what? I've got some news for you, Ghostly Play. We didn't do it! 6 mana for a 6/6 flyer. When Burning Rune Demon enters the battlefield, you may search your library for exactly 2 cards not named Burning Rune Rune Demon that have different names. If you do, reveal those cards. An opponent chooses one of them, put the chosen card into your hand and the other into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. It's not even that big of a deal. If you do reveal those cards, oh, I see, but the opponent gets to choose one. So it's not like I can choose 2 flashback cards, or like 1 flashback card, 1 non-flashbacker. But it's a 6 mana 6/6 2 for 1. That's acceptable in my book. She's a big hit with the undead crowd. Maybe. Tamio could blog if she wasn't dead. We just have to read her Tumblr or whatever. She could live on forever in her Tumblr logs. Minkoa. No card yet, but would Shadowborn Apostle count? You need 6 of them. You're not the first person to try. That's all I'm gonna say, Minkoa. You're not the first. You're the second now. Toilet Duck. Nissa's renewal. See, Nissa would probably be, I think, big into natural beauty care. I think she would be huge into it. All her herbal remedies, natural skin. Okay, we got a 6 mana sorcery. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. You do gain 7 life out of it, but it's only basic land cards. Not a fan. Not a fan for ramping for the sake of ramping. I don't know if we did Beseech the Queen. Oh, we did this one, yeah. We did. But I tell you what we didn't do. Draco? I don't think Draco tutors. Flying at the beginning. No, not tutor. Sorry. We're looking for the most mana expensive MTG tutors of all time. Somehow Draco ends up on these shows all the time anyway. Completed Nissa will be selling essential oils. I like. You're funny, Kano. You're very funny. You've been on this. You were part of the show, True North. You've been here for like 30 minutes. Have you put together that all these cards tutor? That's okay. We all make mistakes. On top of that, every single most mana expensive show, Draco ends up being on it anyway. Draco's just really popular. Okay, we got El Azul with Vraska's Stone Glare. Hold on. Maybe I've asked this question before. Is Vraska Medusa? I forgot. Is she literally Medusa? She turns people into stone? 6 mana for a sorcery. Destroy target creature. You gain life equal to its toughness. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Vraska, Regal Gorgon. Reveal it and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. This is the type of... I get... If we stare at Vraska through the YouTube video, are we going to be turned to stone? Or I guess if she streams, like, no one can leave the stream if you start it. She'd be like the largest streamer in the world. This is actually playable, maybe. You gain life equal to the toughness. So that's not bad. Okay, so you destroy a creature, you gain a bunch of life. You can search your library and or graveyard for a card named Vraska. Oh no! Vraska, Regal, Gorgon. It's got to be good though. 7 mana for a 5 loyalty, +2. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature. That creature gains menace until end. Oh no! It's no good! -3, destroy target creature. Okay, it's okay. But it's 7 mana! -10. For each creature card in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. No, I don't think this is close. Okay, we'll say it's okay. I'm not falling in love with this Vraska, but I don't completely hate it. I mean, it's a bad Vraska. It's not on the plus side. It's like a 4 out of 10. You know, destroying a creature and gaining life is not that bad either. Next. Who has... I don't know if Turiot got a second card. Godo? Bandit Warlord? Doesn't this Okay, no, this is not what I was thinking. 6 mana for a 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, you can search the library for an equipment card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. When go to attacks for the first time each turn, untap it. And all samurai you control. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. What does that have to do with the equipment card? I thought it was going to do something about the equipment card. So it just gives you an extra attack, which is not worthless. And you get an equipment at the same time. It's okay. It's low. I think it's low strong. Very low. Elazul says, I played, I guess the Vraska as a one-off in my standard deck back then. The one of fun of. We always love the fun ofs. Argentina, you didn't get a card yet? Plea for guidance. I must have disqualified you 12 times. Oh, this is a 6 mana sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 enchantment cards. Reveal them and put them into your hand. You know, for 6 mana, we gotta put them onto the battlefield. It's the only way. It's the only way. Yeah, it doesn't even attach that Godo card. What's the point of getting this equipment card? Doesn't attach it. I gotta pay for that myself. Man, they just nickel and diming me all over the place in the multiverse and Magic the Gathering. Castle Star, Runescar. We did Runescar Demon. Godo is played in CEDH for the Helm of the Host combo. Oh, yeah. So Helm of the Host in mind. Okay, so the card is a lot better. It's a lot. Godo is a goat with the Helm of the Host. But if you get rid of Helm of the Host, Godo is nothing. Godo needs that helm. Needs that power. Okay, next. Bonovsky with a Gladio? Gladiolus Amicitia. 6 mana, 6/6. Enter, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It absolutely counts. Landfall, whenever a land you control enters, another target creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains trample in a turn. Actually, I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's a good ability. So basically, it gives you like some form of evasion and makes the creature bigger for the low cost of putting lands in play. And he gets the ability immediately. It's basically enter the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+2 and trample and all the good stuff. And combos with, like, it basically compounds with fetch lands. So I like it. I like it a lot. I wasn't going to attempt to write all that name. Too much name. Could we have gotten away with Glady? Glady! No, Glady didn't work. Because there's a Gladiator. No, it has to be Gladio. Off topic here, has anyone ordered Sonic Drop today? Probably. Let us all know in the comments section below. Minkoa, Planar Bridge. Six mana legendary artifact, pay 8, tap, search your library for a permanent card, and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I do like this card. Specifically, you're spending a lot of mana, but you get the best card in your deck and you put it directly on the battlefield. I would say anytime you're tutoring directly in play, that's where it danger. Ibuken doesn't even cost anything. It's like cheap. Costs nothing. That's like that's the cheapest of all cards. It has an activated ability, but doesn't have a CMC that's strong enough. So anyway, Planar Bridge, definitely on my good side. And that's it. A lot of expensive tutors out there. There's actually like a lot of decent ones. The cards are better than I would have expected. As usual, my coffee crew, we do this weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who's a supporter. People who support with money on Patreon and are a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, we got to thank the coffee crew for being here today. People like Quadrizzle, Christopher B, Banovsky, Alan, Minkoa, Oh boy, I think I got you, Banovsky. Argentina, Dinglebag, Steve Cooper, Jess, Alan, Jack, Mappius, Shinobi. Sorry, Shinobin. We got B Autism, we got Poxy, we got Bell, we got True North A. We got everybody. Because you guys are what makes the show every day. So as usual, keep brewing those coffees. We're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.